And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. It is a big day for this football club as we take on Motherwell in the Scottish Premiership. Now again, I have stressed so many times before how important these next 4 games are for our title push. And this one feels very important, especially what's on the other side potentially, that we could go top of the table come the end of this weekend. Motherwell are a good side. I'm not going to sit here and disparage them. They've got a very good clean sheet record and not conceding goals in games, especially at Fir Park. We need to be at our best and we cannot have a bad performance. Whilst that will take care of itself tonight, we'll discuss that afterwards. I want to have a listen to Charlie Mulgrew. Now, Charlie Mulgrew is a Celtic player that played at Celtic during when Rangers were out the division. Almost slightly irrelevant footballer, let's be perfectly honest, Charlie Mulgrew. And essentially, he's come out and spoke about the upcoming Scottish Cup quarter-final clash against Rangers. Now, the big talking point, of course, that everyone's debating is the fact that Celtic may be getting 20% of the allocation. They won't. We've seen them not get that before in Scottish Cup games, but they want to get 20%. I would say they'll probably get one full stand, maybe the Brumlin. But yeah. During this conversation, though, listen to Charlie. He says this will make Rangers will essentially shit their pants. And it won't be good for Rangers as they'll crumble with having that many Celtic fans in the Ibrox Stadium. But this guy doesn't realise that we literally just beat them in their own backyard. How many fans have they got in their stadium? 40,000 usually on a week-to-week basis. 50,000 sometimes. So, yeah. And I think we're unbeaten at Celtic Park for quite a while. So he's just completely pandering towards that lot, considering we've literally gone to their stadium literally just less than a month ago and beat them on their own patch. But let's have a little listen of Charlie. But first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more.
Percent allocation potentially for away fans at that Scottish Cup game, but it's all got to be agreed between the two clubs and Police Scotland as well. Could we see a bigger attendance of away fans in an Old Firm game than we've seen for a while?
I think it's a high possibility. So we just need to wait and see. I'm sure they're in discussions at this moment in time. I'm pretty much old school. I like the way it was a number of years ago. Say I was playing my Rangers at home, or I was at a Rangers game where you would walk out and Celtic would have 7,000 or 8,000. I think
you loved that, didn't you?
That's what makes the Old Firm game special. The atmosphere and getting both sets of supporters. I know the supporters are allowed back in, but still for me, it's not enough. I would like it to get back to what it was previous, but we just need to wait and see. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in terms of the 20%.
Would that be 10,000 at Ibrox?
No, 5.
Is it 5?
5.
Is it? Aye.
Well, 20% would be 10,000, but maybe I guess it's all negotiable, is it?
Imagine 10,000 at Ibrox. That would be brilliant.
That would be more than normal, but wouldn't it? Or previous.
That would be the whole the back bit and then down the side as well.
What was it? The last one was it?
I don't know if Rangers could handle that. Could they? 10,000 Celtic fans at Ibrox.
No, but listen,
those were the days.
They were the proper days.
Yeah,
they were the proper days.
What about you, Charlie? For a good chunky away support.
Oh, it's so much better. Yeah. Both ways, it's so much better. You can just
do you thrive on that?
Yeah, it adds more pressure, obviously, and it gives the away team a wee bit of help when their fans are getting behind them. But it goes the other way. If they're quiet, then it gives you the help, and I just think it makes a much better spectacle if both sets of fans have got a good support in the stadium. Much better. Back in the day when I used to go to Ibrox and watch Celtic maybe against Rangers, I would sit in the back, there'd be the full back stand behind the goal, and it was so much better. I remember all the beach balls and that getting put on back in the day for Seville, and I remember playing it obviously Celtic Park when the Rangers fans were all in, and it's much better.
Did the Rangers fans, how much did they love you?
Oh, I remember being on the pitch after winning 3-0, and there's a couple that stayed behind and wished me all the best for the season.
Now, this guy is like making out he's some sort of Old Firm veteran. This guy didn't win a single title with Rangers in the division. This guy is an interesting bloke. Like his titles are all stat padded because Rangers are out of the equation. So yeah, he's given it the big and he's given it the oldie there. But yeah, the 2 seasons that he started in, Rangers won the title. Then following that, Rangers won in the division. So yeah, I would hush up Charlie. And yeah, just look at your team. Literally a few weeks ago, man, 50,000 or whatever you have in your stadium. Absolutely pumped rotten. So yeah, guys, what do you make of Charlie's words down there in the comment section below? In other news, Rangers are preparing to reopen contract negotiations with Bailey Rice in a renewed effort to secure his long-term future at Ibrox once he completes his recovery from a serious knee injury. The highly rated 19-year-old midfielder is approaching a crucial stage in his career, with his current deal set to expire at the end of the season. That situation has inevitably placed him on the radar of several clubs across Europe and in the Premier League, all of whom are monitoring his progress closely as he works his way back to full fitness. Rice has been sidelined since undergoing surgery in November, a setback that has stalled both his on-field development and formal talks over a new contract. Rangers are understood to be keen to wait until he returns to action before entering fresh discussions, believing that seeing him back in competitive football will help clarify both his physical condition and his long-term role within the squad. However, that delay carries obvious risks. With only months remaining on his contract, Rice is free to speak to overseas clubs about a pre-contract agreement, and from the summer, he will be able to leave without Rangers receiving any transfer fee. While his injury has tempered some immediate interest, it has not removed it entirely. Aston Villa have been tracking Rice's progress for some time and are believed to be considering an accelerated move now that the January window is closed. West Bromwich Albion are also thought to be monitoring the situation closely, with the Championship side keen to capitalise if uncertainty at Ibrox continues. Despite those developments, Rangers remain hopeful of persuading the midfielder to commit his future to the club, where he has already shown significant promise. Rice has made 16 senior appearances, breaking into the first team at a young age and earning praise for his composure, work rate, and tactical intelligence. Discussing the situation, one observer explained, "Villa and West Brom have been long-term admirers of the midfielder. It's a difficult one for Rangers because Bailey Rice has missed the last 5 months with a serious knee injury. He might not return before the end of the season as well. So he could move on after that, and maybe those interested clubs who are looking at Rice might have some concerns over that injury as well. He's a very highly rated young player, made a breakthrough a couple of seasons ago, and has made 16 first-team appearances for Rangers. Rangers won't want to let him leave on a free transfer, but again, they are now susceptible to that because of his contract situation. It's a difficult one for Rangers what they actually do, because they'll be hoping to see him recover from injury before then sitting down and discussing a new contract with him. But that leaves the door open for other clubs to try and offer him something as a free agent. Those comments underline the delicate balancing act facing the club. On one hand, Rangers want reassurance over Rice's fitness and long-term durability before committing to a new deal. On the other, waiting too long could see them lose one of their brightest prospects without compensation. The situation also reflects wider concerns around squad planning at Ibrox, particularly in midfield. Rice is not the only player whose future remains uncertain, with speculation continuing to surround Nicolas Raskin. The 24-year-old Belgian has attracted interest from several clubs across Europe and in the Premier League, and has remained an important figure under Danny Rule. However, his contract, which runs until 2027, places Rangers in a challenging position. With time slowly ticking down, this summer may represent their best opportunity to secure a substantial fee. Tottenham and Leeds United have both been long-term admirers, while other European sides are also expected to enter the race. Rangers may therefore be facing a pivotal summer in which key decisions must be made on both Rice and Raskin.
Retaining young talent while balancing financial realities remains a central challenge, particularly as the club looks to strengthen its position domestically and in Europe. For Rice, the coming months will be decisive. A successful return from injury could reignite negotiations and strengthen Rangers' hand. Until then, uncertainty remains. And with rival clubs watching closely, the pressure is firmly on Ibrox to act swiftly and decisively. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.